Opening shot. You sitting at your desk with a coffee mug. Peaceful morning light coming through the window. Soft background music begins. Voiceover or on-camera dialogue. Payday. That moment when you see the notification on your phone. Check your bank app and breathe a little easier. Whether it's your salary, freelance payment, or business income, that fresh deposit feels good, right? But here's the thing. What you do in the next few minutes could decide whether you grow your wealth or stay stuck in the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. Cut to a phone screen showing a deposit received notification. Most people celebrate payday by spending. They go out to eat, shop a little, maybe buy something that's been sitting in their cart for weeks. I get it. We all want to enjoy our hard work. But as an accountant, I've learned something powerful. Payday isn't spending day. It's strategy day. Cut to you opening your laptop, pulling up a budgeting spreadsheet. Every time I get paid, I follow a routine that helps me stay in control of my money, reduce stress, and actually build wealth, not just make it. And today, I'm going to share that exact routine with you. Zoom in on the spreadsheet, showing income, expenses, savings columns. These are habits I've developed over years of managing my clients' finances and my own. Simple, repeatable steps that anyone can do, no matter how much you earn. The best part? They only take about 15 to 20 minutes. But the impact? Long-term peace of mind, progress toward your goals, and the freedom to enjoy your money without guilt. Cut to you sipping coffee, relaxed and smiling. So, in this video, I'm going to walk you through my step-by-step payday routine, the exact things I do every single time I get paid. No fluff. No boring financial jargon, just practical moves that work in real life. Quick visual montage of the steps to come. Checking income, budgeting, saving, tracking. Ready to stop letting money control you and start taking charge instead? Let's dive in. All right, step 1 is super simple, but it's where most people go wrong. It's about knowing exactly how much you got paid, not what your employer promised, not what your offer letter says, what actually landed in your account after taxes, deductions, and anything else that comes out of your paycheck. Cut to close-up of a bank deposit line item. That number is your net income, and that's what you're going to budget with. Too often, people budget with their gross income, thinking they have more money than they really do. That's how people end up overspending without realizing it. Show comparison between gross and net income on screen. For example, let's say your salary is $3,000. After taxes, health insurance, maybe a retirement contribution, you only receive $2,350. That's a huge difference. And if you build your spending plan on $3,000, you're already $650 off before the month even starts. Switch to Spreadsheet or Notes app where you write real income, screw what's actually in your account. Personally, I take 2 minutes to open my banking app and confirm the exact amount deposited. Then, I write it down in my monthly budget tracker. I also check for any mistakes. Yes, even employers and banks make errors sometimes. Optional tip: overlay a quick checklist on screen. Check net income. Confirm a deposit, look for errors. Whether you're getting a regular paycheck, freelance payments, or side hustle money, treat every dollar with respect. Clarity is power. When you know exactly what you're working with, every decision that follows becomes easier and smarter. Transition visual. You closing the banking app and opening your budget file. Step 1, done. You now have the right number. Let's move to Step 2. How to break that money down and make it work for you before you accidentally spend it all. Now that we know exactly how much we got paid, it's time for Step 2. Budget and allocate. This is where you give every dollar a job. Before it gets a chance to disappear, and trust me, If you don't assign your money a purpose, it'll find its own way to vanish. Cut to a simple 50-30-20 budget rule graphic. One of my favorite methods is the 50-30-20 rule. Here's how it works. 50% goes to essentials: rent, groceries, utilities, transportation. 30% goes to wants: dining out, shopping, entertainment. 20% goes to savings or debt payments, building your future or cleaning up the past. Visual. You dragging income amounts into categories on your screen. Let's say you received $2,000 after taxes. That means $1,000 goes to essentials $600, for wants $400, toward savings or debt, simple, clear, and flexible. You can adjust these percentages based on your goals, but this structure gives you a great starting point. Cut to you making adjustments. On a spreadsheet, typing in real numbers. Personally, I adjust my budget a little every month. If I have a big event coming up or a surprise bill, I move things around. That's the beauty of budgeting. It's not about restriction, it's about awareness. You're in control. Show a sticky note or pop-up text on screen. Budget, you, freedom, not limitation. This step only takes me about 5 to 10 minutes, but it gives me complete clarity for the rest of the month. No guilt when I spend, no anxiety when bills are due, because everything has already been planned. Transition shot. You smiling, closing the budget tab. With our money now allocated, we're ready for the real magic, automating and growing it. Let's move to Step 3. Automate and save like a pro. Step 3 is one of the most powerful habits you can build with your money: automation. Once I've budgeted my paycheck, I don't rely on willpower to stick to the plan. I let my systems do the work. Cut to screen recording of bank app or budgeting app, setting up an automatic transfer. Every payday, I automate key transfers. A portion goes straight into my savings account. Another goes to my investment account and my bills, scheduled and paid automatically. This way, I'm hitting my financial goals without having to think about it every week. Show a notification. Automatic transfer, $200, savings. Even if it's just $50 or $100 per paycheck, consistency beats perfection. The goal is to build the habit, and automation makes it almost effortless. Cut to you relaxing, enjoying coffee, smiling. Automating your money removes stress, saves time, and protects you from impulse decisions. It turns your financial goals into something that happens in the background, quietly but powerfully. Visual, calendar, or phone reminder with Payday, choose Automate, written. Remember, if you don't move your money with intention, it'll disappear with emotion. Transition music begins. With automation in place, let's move to the final step: reviewing and reflecting to stay on track. The final step of my payday. Routine is simple but powerful. Track and reflect. Once everything is budgeted and automated, I take just a few minutes to check in with my goals and spending habits. Cut to screen showing a tracker or graph with monthly spending and savings progress. I look back at the past couple of weeks and ask myself, did I stick to my budget? Did I overspend anywhere? Are my savings and investments on track? Visual. You writing in a notebook or updating a digital planner. This isn't about guilt or judgment. It's about learning. If I went over in one category, I ask why. Was it a one-time event? A habit I need to adjust? The goal is to stay aware and make smarter choices next time. Overlay text. Awareness, control. I also take a moment to celebrate wins, even small ones. Paid off a credit card? Stuck to your grocery budget? Saved an extra $20? That's progress. Visual. you smiling, closing your laptop. Remember, financial success isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent, reflective, and intentional. This step keeps you in control of your money, instead of wondering where it went. Closing transition begins. And that's my full payday routine. Try it for 1 month. You might be surprised how powerful it really is.